So hey bookwormies, welcome back. Don't judge my hair, it's just a sweat. So I decided to cut it off, but I tried this hairstyle but it looked weird, so I just put it in this. Yeah, anyways, welcome back to the March reading wrap up. So I cannot believe this number. It's like crazy. This must be something wrong. There's no way this is the number, but I read 21 books in March. First of all, I read Define Me, which is the fourth book, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the Shatter Me series. I loved it. Guys, you cannot say anything that will get me otherwise to say, no, it's not that good. Because it is amazing. It's like one of the best books in the whole world. I just loved it. It's one of my, oh no, it's the fifth book. It's the fifth book in the Shatter Me series. Got confused. But anyways, I just loved it so much. 5 stars. Just, God, I loved it. And nobody can say otherwise to me because I loved it. If you guys don't know, it's like a dystopian fantasy romance kind of style book. And I loved it. I love it. I love it. It was like one of the first books I finished in March. And it was amazing. Next, I read Reveal Me, which is like a novella. That's right after in the Shatter Me series still, and I read it in I think less than an hour because it's really short, guys. It's like 100, I think like 200 pages or less. No, 100 pages probably, and it was amazing, girls. It was good. It was good. I gave it 5 stars. Just amazing. So I was really on a roll already. Then I read Imagine Me, which it took me only 1 day to finish, guys. Another 5 stars. Also part of the Shatter Me series. And you guys, all of the books in the Shatter Me series are just amazing. You cannot say it otherwise. I'm not going to go super in depth on why I love it. But if you guys want to know more about the Shatter Me series and all that stuff, go to my reviewing the Shatter Me series video. Here's a thumbnail. Anyways, I loved it. It was amazing. 5 stars. Nobody can tell me otherwise that it's not good. Then I read the last novella and the last book in the Shatter Me series. Brings back so many good memories. I finished it, gave it another 5 stars, but where was the rest of the ending? I really loved how they wrapped it up with Believe Me because it really just showed the aftermath after, everything happening. Because in some books they're like, okay, we had a fight, we won, hey, finish the book. But I also want to see how it goes, how it continues, guys. Loved it. Love this book. It was amazing. Next, I read First Lie Wins, which is kind of like a mystery thriller kind of book. It's good. I really loved it. It was 4 stars. I really liked it, but I don't think it's one of my favorite books. I don't really think about it constantly in my head, but I really love the idea, and I don't know if I can lower my rating for it. So yeah, it was still really, really good. Next, I read If He Had Been With Me. Guys, if you've read the book or seen it anywhere on the internet, and if you haven't seen it on the internet, are you living under a rock? Because I swear I've seen it everywhere. Finished it in less than a day. I loved it so dang much. It was like a 4.5. I loved it so much. It's amazing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's amazing. Nobody convinced me otherwise, and it's kind of like a romance, but it's really sad. The ending's really, really sad. And this thing that I really loved with the idea is that on the first chapter, they kind of give you an idea of what the ending is, but since you don't know the characters, you don't exactly understand what happened, you don't know what it is, and then they go on to tell the story about what happened, and then you're slowly like, oh no, and then the ending comes and then you're dead, because it's just so crazy, the ending. I loved it so dang much. Then I decided I would read the next book, If Only I Had Told Her, which is kind of has many different POVs, okay? It has the POV of Finney. There's the POV of his best friend, the POV of the girl, and I just loved it. Well, I liked it. Okay, I gave it like a 3.75. I really, really liked it, but how do I explain this in a nice way? Because I still really, really liked it. Like, it's still on my mind, this, if you had been with me and stuff, but if only I told her it's a bit, like, there are parts of the book I was like, do we need this information? Like, I really enjoyed the first half of the book, was perfect what I need. The other half was like, interesting, but not exactly what I'm looking for. I don't know. So it was still good, but not my favorite. Then I read A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second book in the ACOTAR series. I gave it a 3.75 stars. Before anybody comes here to murder me, to kill me for giving a 3.75 stars to an ACOTAR book. Listen, guys, I understand the hype. It's a fantasy romance, if you guys don't know. But not just my favorite. This start was a bit slow. I just couldn't really join into it. I couldn't really connect exactly with the story. It was good, not my favorite. Next, I continued to read Love Your Design, which is a romance, and I loved it. I gave it 4 stars. You might be like, you said you loved it. Why is it more? Well, first of all, guys, I didn't think about it that much anymore, but I just really love the idea. I really love the romance. I really like the attitude, the banter. Everything was just really, like, nice. And I'm really excited for the next book in the series. That's to do with a different person. I'm so excited. Yeah, amazing. Next, I read A Court of Wings and Ruin by, which is the third book in the ACOTAR series. Really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 stars, but the start was still really slow, and it was kind of a long book. I thought I enjoyed it much more because it's about war, but not my favorite. But yeah, but it was also fantasy romance. And then I read The Exception to the Rule, which is like kind of like part of this like Amazon rom-com series that they've created with like different authors, and these are super short like romance books. Like they're like 70 pages maximum, the longest was, and it was really good. Well, it was good. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It's really short. Okay, so there's not much you can really think about. I don't really think about it anymore because it's really just short, and I don't have time to really connect with the characters as much, but I still think it's really good, and I give it 4 stars. Pretty good. Then I read Worst Wingman Ever, which is the second book in that part of that series by a different author, and I gave this book 3.75 stars. It was good, but not my favorite. Okay, the first one, The Exception to the Rule, was like letters and stuff. This one, like emails, okay. But this one was like a bit of a different idea and stuff, but I still liked it. It was a good idea. Then I read the third book, which was Rosie and the Dreamboat, which I gave 3.75 stars. Again, it was, actually, honestly, now that I think of it, I think that one was better than the second book. I don't know, but I still don't think it goes up to the level of 4 stars amaze. But it was still good. It's still romance, of course. And then I read A Court of Frost and Starlight, which was like the novella after Court of Rings and Ruin in the ACOTAR series, and I gave it like a 4.25 stars. I enjoyed it really much. People say like it's so unnecessary, it's not needed, but I feel like it was really nice to see how the characters were when they're not on the brink of war, or there isn't too much going on, which I really enjoyed. So I really liked that book. That was one of the good ones. It was short, but it was good. It was classy. Next, I read the next novella, which was Drop, Cover, and Hold On. I don't really remember much from this book. I give it a 3 stars. Might even go down to a 2.75. I don't know. I don't remember much from it, but it's really short. This is the problem with these super short stories. It's hard to rate them when they're very different and they're very short. So yeah. Next, I read the next book of it, which was With Any Luck, which was the last one, and I just gave it a 2 stars. Did not enjoy it. It was like the 4th book of the series thing, and also, guys, they have no connection between those, between the characters or anything. It's just like random books, short, super short, and then Amazon stuck them together, but they're not really anything related, except for that they're rom-commies. But it was a 2 stars with Any Luck, because honestly, it was just boring. I did not enjoy it. I was just like reading, I was like, who is this? Who's that? I'm not interested in these guys. Not enjoying it. Next, I read Serpent and Dove, and I actually enjoyed it. It was a 3.75 stars. It was a bit slow, like sluggy slow. Not kidding about it. It was nice, just not my favorite. It was just not there. Then I read Five Survive, which is a mystery thriller, and I liked it. It was a 4 stars. It was really like only some authors would, if an author is good is if they can make a mystery thriller interesting, or honestly any book interesting, in one setting. Like, this book was mostly in one setting, an RV van. Like, you probably have seen about talking about Five Survive in the internet, some people, and it's just one setting, and it's still so thrilling. So, oh my god, like, it was 11 p.m. guys, and I was reading it. I can tell you, I was scared. Oh, I'm a scaredy cat, okay? I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to thrillers. But I really liked it. It was really fun. Of course, one of the characters there was just so annoying. I hated him so dang much. But still, really good book, and I would really, really recommend it. Next, I read A Court of Silver Flames, which is like the in-betweeny book, like the last book in the Akatar series, which is actually the longest one, like the longest by far. I don't know how, I think it's like 789 pages, so like a sheer away from 800, so pretty close. Wish I could say that I read a 1,000 page book, but no, it's only like around 800 almost. Not exactly, but yeah. But it was okay. I give it like a 3.5 stars. Just not my fave. I kind of feel like this one, if people liked the POV, like that character before in the series, then they'd enjoy this book a lot, because it kind of gives an insight on her. Because, like, if you guys don't know, the first mostly 4-ish books are in Feyre's point of view, and then the last book, this Court of Silver Flames, is part of, it has 2 different POVs, and it's also third person, which kind of confused me at times. Like, if I stopped in the middle of a chapter and then I came back and I was like, wait, what? Whose point of view are we on? Because I wouldn't remember, and it's third person, so it makes it harder. So I need to think, okay, wait, they're doing this, so it must be this character. But I don't feel like this was one of my favorite books. It was like, down below, not my fave. Honestly, I enjoyed every other book except for that one, but still good. Next, I read Royal Valentine, which was the last rom-com meet cute book in that short story thing, and I actually enjoyed it better. I thought I would hate it, okay? Truthfully. I gave it 3.75 stars, but one thing I hated was the male main character. He was annoying. I wanted to strangle him because he was so dumb, and he did these things that I was like, what the hell? Are you like dead? Are you like stupid? I really hated it. I was planning on killing him because I heard it so damn much. And then lastly, honestly, no, I need to change the rating. Okay, there we go, much better. So I read then the last book in the Fae of Snow and Ice series, and this was the last book, and I finally got it, and it's Crown of Ice. I loved it. I give it 4.25 stars. It's like a fantasy romance, heavy on the romance, but I really liked it. It had so many elements, and finally we got to wrap it up, and I finally got the revenge I needed. Bro, but the ending and the twist, like, I thought that, like, I was crying because one of the characters, and then I was like, wait, what? And I was like all happy again, and it was just so dang good. I loved it. Okay, I'm getting my tears back from all the books. Actually, I think like in the Akatori, the only book that I actually cried in was the like the most crying I cried in A Court of Wings and Ruin, because no, I'm not gonna spoil any of it for you guys. You guys need those tears saved up for that, for the last 100-ish pages of A Court of Wings and Ruin. Save your tears for that time. You're not gonna be sorry. At least I didn't cry. Okay, I was like, oh no. I think in one of my videos, you saw me reading Court of Wings and Ruin. I don't know which one. I have to check. But yeah, anyways, that's the end for March. I've read already a few books in April. Like, I'm already a week into 7 days into April. I'm filming this really late, but yeah, I'm really sorry guys, this is coming really late. But I'm not gonna say which book I'm reading right now because it will take out from the April wrap up. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you know how to do all these YouTube stuff, like the like, subscribe, and but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys